Good morning, Tigers. Today is Thursday, February 29th. My name is Melanie.
And I'm Annabelle, and this is your Morning Roar.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now observe a moment of silence.
Members, remember there is an FCA meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the chorus room.
There is a dual enrollment meeting from 6:30 to 8 in the COI. If you intend to do dual enrollment next year, make sure to attend.
Juniors and seniors, mark your calendars. On March 29th, a college representative will be in the cafeteria to provide valuable information about Reinhardt University. Don't miss the chance to explore what they have to offer. Come by their table during your lunch period.
Juniors and seniors, make sure to get your permission forms for the Southern Crescent Technical College visit. It will be held on March 14th.
Macaroni and cheese is one of the many soul food cuisines turned American dishes. And this yummy dish has a really old history. Known initially as macaroni pie, mac and cheese was created by James Hemings, an African-American enslaved person in Virginia who trained as a culinary chef in France. For the final day of Black History Month, let's check out the Battle of the Mac and Cheeses by Sarah Woods.
Good morning, Fayette County Tigers. Welcome to Fayette County's first annual Battle of the Mac and Cheeses. Watch as I, Sarah Woods, try and take out Mr. Webb in the battle for a new mac and cheese champion. I think I've got a hold on my mac and cheese recipe, so do I think that Mr. Webb even stands a chance? Not really, but hey, you can try.
I've been summoned. Let's go.
What makes my mac and cheese special and different is that I hand grate all my blocks of mac and cheese so that when people eat it, they get freshness in every single bite.
What makes it special? I guess that would be it, the love and passion of cooking going into the food.
Taught me how to make mac and cheese. Over the couple of years, I've been trying to get into cooking, and I know that mac and cheese is a really prevalent dish. So one day I just went on TikTok and found a recipe that I liked. And as I've grown older, I've kind of adapted it into the way that I like to make it and the way that my family likes their mac and cheese.
My mom taught me how to make mac and cheese. She taught me how to make mac and cheese because she said she learned from her grandma. And one day, I think it was Thanksgiving, and I saw her cooking the macaroni and cheese, and I was like, how do you do that? And
No condiments in the mac and cheese. I hate when there's sour cream, mustard in any of the mac and cheese dish. Like, this isn't a hot dog or a hamburger.
well, on TikTok now, I see that a lot of people season their mac and cheese like it's chicken. And you don't need all that seasoning in your mac and cheese. You can put a little bit of salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt, and really that's it. You don't need all this garlic salt and Tony Chachere's and all this crazy stuff that people put in there. It's not chicken. She doesn't stand a chance. Simple as that.
Hold on. Before we get into the final results of the competition, it's important that we note the history of mac and cheese. Mac and cheese was made by James Hemings in 1802. Hemings was culinarily trained in Paris, but enslaved to Thomas Jefferson. Hemings' legacy of baked mac and cheese continued long after the Emancipation Proclamation. Macaroni and cheese began to have new meanings and multiple identities in the Black community, becoming a celebratory dish, a convenient comfort food, and a meal stretcher for impoverished families. When you eat mac and cheese, know that it was because of James Hemings that we have this dish today. Now, back to the show.
I think this one is trying to cheat with the Gouda. And the Gouda is compensating. This one's seasoned better, but the flavor profile in the cheese isn't as complex.
Good. The texture of the topping is a little crunchy. They're very similar. I can't tell. This one tastes a little saltier, maybe.
No, like I think I like the cheese more in this one, but like this one's more fresh and like cheesy.
It's that one. I picked two.
This one's creamier, but it's got the crunchy top. I like the real creamy stuff. So I'm gonna have to pick this one right here, number one.
Okay, so we think that number 2 is better simply because of the flavors and it seems like more fresh. Yes, it's more cheesier and more fresh. I like that too. And it's seasoned better.
Yeah. So I won, of course. As I said earlier, no competition. I knew I was gonna win. Come on now. Our mac and cheese was good though, but I won.
Thanks for watching, and tune in next time as we try and find another battle of the mac and cheese champ.
The literacy team wants to ensure you are well equipped to understand the words in context. Stay tuned to see a video on using context clues.
Vocabulary can be one of your strongest assets or one of your greatest liabilities. So why is it important? It defines and describes you by revealing a great deal about your level of education and your experience. We will focus on strengthening vocabulary by the use of context clues. Many times a writer defines words immediately following its use. The writer may directly define a word by giving a brief definition or a synonym, a word that has the same meaning. Such words and phrases as means, is, refers to, and can be defined as are often used, as shown in the next example. It states, a soliloquy is a speech made by a character in a play that reveals his or her thoughts to the audience. What we know is that the word is lets the reader know the definition of soliloquy follows. At other times, rather than formally giving the definition, a writer may provide clues. Punctuation is often used to signal that a definition clue to a word's meaning is to follow. Punctuation also separates the meaning clue from the rest of the sentence. 3 types of punctuation, commas, parentheses, and dashes are used in this way. In the following examples, notice the meaning clue is separated from the rest of the sentence by punctuation. In this example, it states, his emaciation, that is, his skeleton-like appearance, was frightening to see. What we know is that the punctuation clues and the words that is help the reader understand that emaciation means skeleton-like appearance. In this next example, it states, a leading cause of heart disease is a diet with too much cholesterol, a fatty substance made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. What we know is that the information in the parentheses gives the definition of cholesterol. In our last example, it states, our country's gross national product, the total market value of its national output of goods and services, is increasing steadily. What we know is that the information in between the dashes lets the reader know the definition of gross national product. Thank you for tuning in for this presentation.
The University of West Georgia Instant Decision Day is Friday. If you are interested, make sure to attend.
On this day in Black history, February 29th, 1940, Hattie McDaniel became the first African American to win the Oscar Award for her role as Mammy in the movie Gone with the Wind. I knew, and now you do too.
We hope you all enjoyed our special Black History Month content.
Have an amazing day, Tigers.